Right, Sean, Katie, Sean, Katie, what happened in the last episode of Invincible?
What did happen? Trying to think because they all mesh together.
You say that about everything.
I know, but this it really does.
Adam Eve?
Yes. She tried to help Chicago. Was it Chicago?
I think so. Yeah, it was Chicago.
She rebuilt things for them, and then only to find out that it like collapsed a part of the bit that she built, and people got hurt and eventually died. She kind of found that out during an argument with her dad, which wasn't very nice. Her dad's like very against her powers.
I don't think he's against her powers. He's against her helping them with her powers.
Yeah.
He doesn't want sort of handouts.
Which is fair enough, but I mean, she's not like evil. I'm sure you would prefer a daughter that's trying to help than an evil daughter. Yeah, Mark is still determined to help and make up for everything his dad did, even though it's not his fault.
He encountered Darkwing's apprentice.
Yes, they had a little thing. It was in like the dark section of the city or whatever.
Yeah.
It was cool. He fought. Was that in that episode? He fought the Atlanteans.
Mm-hmm. Well, he fought the champion.
The champion, yeah.
Dinosaur fish.
Yeah, but it ended up getting loose, and then he had to like decide if he was going to leave them to be killed or
save them.
Yeah, and he ultimately, I think, he proved that he was better than his dad, because his dad would probably have just left.
Daddy had a bit of a breakdown as well, didn't she?
Yeah, she's struggling.
Yeah, she went back to work, and there wasn't a very nice guy, and she had a bit of a go at him.
Yeah.
And then had a bit of a breakdown where she smashed a cupboard because for some reason everything wasn't staying closed.
There's some imagery there.
Maybe that's where it is. No closure.
Imagery.
It's a shame it only took me about 2 weeks to catch on.
We were like, who's doing it? Yeah, so there seems like to be a continued plot of what's he called? Kevin? Is that Kevin? The agent guy with glasses that we thought died and is now back.
Mm-hmm.
Because Debbie went to confront Cecil and she was saying, stop using Mark, he's not his dad. He's going to get really hurt if you keep on doing this. And she's also worried that he's using Mark and that he's going to end up betraying Mark.
Yeah.
And it did it tell you that that's what his plan was? Trying to think of a weapon or a way.
The fish that he fought, like, screamed, and it sort of neutralised him for a few seconds, didn't it? And Cecil said he wanted an audio breakdown straight away, making out as if he's preparing either for Nolan coming back or for Mark to turn. Also, the guy who can travel between universes went to the one where went to one of them where Mark joined Omni-Man, basically interrogated him.
Yeah, I only saw the female versions of Cecil and... Is it Kevin?
Is it something silly like that? It's either Kevin or it's Duncan or...
It's Kevin. Maybe. I don't think it's Duncan, I think it's Kevin.
Something like that. Apologies to everyone called Kevin and Duncan. I'm not saying your names are silly, but have you ever met a baby Duncan? Or a baby Kevin? No, they're all just 40. They're born 40 years old. But this is
a briefcase and ready to go to work.
This is episode 3, so let's watch.
I guess this is it. Time to push my baby bird out of the nest.
Good thing I can already fly. You can be okay, right? You know,
No.
I'll be home in 5 minutes if you need me.
I'll be fine. I promised myself I wouldn't cry. Oh, this past year's just been so...
Tough?
Awful.
Yeah.
I don't even think there's a human word for it.
But college is a fresh start. My only son.
You know when someone says it's time for a fresh start, they never get a fresh start.
My...
Okay.
You had a theory that Nolan wasn't going to show up at all in this...
Beginning. He would come into it at
these
the
first
end.
4.
Don't do drugs.
Let's try different drugs and see if they work on him. Let's start with heroin. And then cocaine. What other drugs are there? Paracetamol.
Paracetamol. Ibuprofen. I struggle to say
Oh
that
my
one.
word, you struggle with that one.
Ibuprofen. Ibuprofen.
I say it wrong. I say ibuprofen, but I don't think that's the way he says.
Ibuprofen. It's meant to be, isn't it?
But Olga told me about you. I've been expecting your call.
Oh, is it like a
Seance dog?
grave
Really?
counselor or something?
What are we?
12. Does that look crooked to you?
Lady Yaya. I love that.
Toys.
They're collectibles.
Oh no, there's attractive people. Oh.
I don't think it's that. I think it's just different people.
Yeah, there's people around him. Maybe they don't know who he is.
Arts.
Who has sex on the first day of college?
I don't know, Mark. Lots of people, probably. Us, for example?
Us?
My roommate doesn't arrive until tomorrow, so...
Oh, okay. Good. Good to have those.
My man's so lucky he's got a girl who actually, you know, doesn't care that he's a complete dweeb.
Wait, you don't have, like, super sperm or something, do you?
No. I would never. That's not like a.
Look at
thing
him
I
blushing.
would do.
Maybe we'll try with me on top, just to be safe.
Sure.
How'd you do that?
Superpowers, baby.
Don't call me baby.
Got it.
This missive, this machination. We begin on the
What is
planet
this nonsense?
Europa, a peaceful and thriving world. The Unopans had achieved harmony with nature and technology.
That's these guys.
Dark force invaded Unova. It swept across the planet, conquering it in a matter of days.
Is this the Viltrumites?
The Unopans that died never knew who their conquerors were. The ones that lived quickly learned the name Viltrumite.
Oh my.
However, the Unopan spirit was unbroken.
Is that Nolan? I'm not.
I assume it is.
It's the mustache, isn't it? Surely there's.
The only man in the universe with a mustache.
Surely there's no other Viltrumites with a mustache.
Oh dear, that's his head.
Oh dear. Forget what I said about them all rebelling. Apparently it doesn't work.
Within a generation, they started breeding camps on various Unopan outposts to
Oh, that's
rebuild their
cool.
population. The rumors of which caught some very powerful galactic attention. Impressed with the Unopan's survival and escape from a Viltrumite invasion, Thetis, the leader of the coalition of planets, invited them to the planet Telescria to join their ranks. Marvin explained to Thetis that the breeding camps were also a genetic enhancement program designed to breed a soldier that could defeat a Viltrumite in combat.
That sounds risky.
That does sound risky.
Risky. Oh, that one had an arm out of its chest.
The results were not promising. From the day he was born, Alan was
So
trained
he
to be
can
the
fight
greatest fighter the
Viltrumites.
universe had ever known.
Well, he can fight.
Even before adulthood, an
He's fought
opponent
Mark, hasn't
could not be found who didn't fall to his might. Alan still couldn't match even a single Viltrumite in combat. The program was considered a failure and ended. Instead, Alan was made a planetary evaluation officer and sent to discover any being able to defeat him in hope of finding an ally strong enough to withstand a Viltrumite.
What?
Are we getting Alan the Alien episode?
Apparently that's what it's called. So is he going? Is this just him going to different planets to try and find
Allies. Seems so.
What was it called? What was it called? The Coalition of Planets. Oh, that's cool. So it's the Viltrumites against the Coalition of Planets.
Yeah.
Conquered worlds versus rebellious worlds.
This time,
That's actually
Alan
really
bears a rare and valuable gift for the Coalition.
The Viltrumites hit Acreon while you were gone.
What? They just joined the council.
It's terrified the sector. Other planets we were talking to cut all communications. We need more allies.
There's Mark there, only
They're
hope.
making it very difficult.
Maybe if you can,
I found us one.
if you can give them hope of protection, then maybe, yeah.
I want to know where he's from.
How is that possible?
'Cause he's human
No
looking.
one told him, I guess. When he got his powers, all he wanted to do was help other humans. Then, his father decided it was time to conquer the planet, so they got in a fight about it.
Viltrumite against Viltrumite. Thetis, you can't trust this robot.
I love how all the aliens
Alan
look
is
different.
right. Viltrumites do not battle each other,
Is
but
that?
son defies his father. These are weaknesses.
I think that's
The
Peter
first
Cullen.
we found,
Peter Cullen.
Optimus
and
Prime.
ones we must learn to exploit. You have done well, Alan.
Just imagine that voice saying,
Much to
Autobots,
discuss.
roll out.
We will call on you again soon.
Thank you, Great Thetis. I'm honored to serve.
Feels bad doing this again. I know technically it was that, but a bit too similar. Maybe it is a Viltrumite, that would be interesting.
Alan, before you depart,
That's absolutely Optimus Prime. The way he just said
Of
depart,
course, wise things.
it's absolutely Peter Cullen.
I
That's
find
awesome.
it convenient and somewhat alarming. It's as
The
if
Viltrumites
the
never abandoned his
Viltrumites
mission, so what's he doing if he is
acknowledged
one?
from inside the council.
Maybe that is his mission.
You want me to discover
Infiltration.
if someone's betrayed us.
Oh, if it's him.
You continue to prove yourself the Coalition's most valuable asset.
That's 100% Peter Cullen. That's awesome. What the heck is Optimus Prime doing here? This show just went from a 10 to a 10.5.
Just because of that.
Just because it's Peter Cullen. As if Seth Rogen and J.K. Simmons weren't enough. Mind you, we haven't done any J.K. Simmons yet. Oh no, we did. First episode. That was Omni Man.
Hey, Vorg. Hey, little buddy. Did you miss me?
Why were you
Yes,
looking at
did.
its butt?
Yes,
Where
you
else was I supposed to
did.
look?
You did miss.
There's a lot of mating in this episode.
Oh, goodness.
Oh.
Tentacles. Perhaps now would be a good time to return to Earth and rejoin Amber Bennett
What's
and
this
Mark Grayson
nonsense?
as they begin their studies at the prestigious Upstate University. Oh, I see. No, let's not do that then. But that doesn't stop him from having all manner of household adventures.
Look! What a ridiculous episode.
Oh, man. I have been dying for this.
Just eating a brain of a living thing that's eating his food.
While it's alive.
That's a living thing.
I mean, we eat living things, but we don't eat them when they're alive.
Thetis thinks there's a mole. And I am supposed to...
What the heck was that?
Someone grabbed him.
It's in white. Oh, it is! It's a Viltrumite! Oh, it's multiple Viltrumites!
Oh dear me. Oh dear me.
Oh, God.
You'll tell us everything about your encounter with the Viltrumite of Earth.
I mean, not technically a question.
Which one?
Maybe they don't know about Mark.
Are you certain he sired an heir? Are you certain he abandoned his post?
Who told you
It's
that?
about
I
Nolan.
mean it. I'd really like to know.
It's one of the council members.
I love how they're just... I love this. I love how they're flying like this.
The father. Which one was he again? You Biclops all kind of look the same to me.
Oh, don't do anything silly, Alan. They're not killing him, they're just beating him senseless. Oh! Oh, maybe they are killing him. Okay, yeah, they definitely killed him. they called the episode Alan the Alien as well.
Well, have someone better get Mark.
That was actually quite sad.
I know.
He didn't give up. He didn't give them anything.
He lives.
Oh.
He lives.
I'd hope so. I haven't had enough of Seth Rogen yet.
They once again underestimate the Inopan will to survive.
Oh God, I hope Optimus Prime isn't a bad guy. I don't think my childhood could take that.
Are special to one another.
Something
They seemed more concerned
about Mark
about him having a sire
Go.
and him abandoning his post. That was the first question they asked. He is the bad guy. Oh, I wasn't done with Seth Rogen.
Forgive me, Alan.
Oh, so he is the mole.
I knew it, and the only reason why I suspected him was because, like you said, he's the only one that looked like he was like human-esque.
Fine.
Oh.
The Immortal's the only person I've ever met who's died as many times as I have. Maybe you don't understand that, but it means something.
Oh.
He gets it.
That's actually quite sad.
Oh, hello, chums. I'd like to run while remaining in a stationary location. Is that cool beans?
Where are you from? For real, where are you from?
That's...
Well, this has been about as much fun as eating a light bulb.
That's so silly, but I love it. So the Viltrumites hunting Nolan, or are they going to Earth?
Maybe both. Maybe they're after Mark and Nolan.
Why would a...
Maybe it's like what they said. Maybe they're so like into like pure.
It's Strauss, actually.
Blood.
Pure blood, yeah. That they're disgusted by Mark.
Is that your brain?
Fear is an extraneous emotion that serves no real purpose for someone like me.
I strongly disagree, but I guess you'll find out the hard way. Have fun next time you fall off a cliff or something.
I feel like he's going to end up wanting to be a robot again.
That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Cloning himself again so that he can go inside a robot.
I try to grab onto something, but there's nothing to grab. It's terrifying and exhausting, and I just...
That's quite cool.
I still miss her so much. That's all I got.
I wonder if these are all the Guardians of the Globe's spouses.
Okay,
That'd be
let's
horrible
take a
for
few,
her,
everybody.
wouldn't it, knowing that he killed them.
You aren't required to share till you're ready, but that's
That's
why
the
we're
thing,
all
I mean-
sacrificing a Tuesday night, so might as well make the most of it. Bathroom's down the hall. Coffee tastes like battery acid. Any questions?
I think we covered it.
Great. Have a seat.
I like her.
All right, everybody, who's up?
I hope she's not evil. Because the show, you never know.
Yeah, I just figured since it seems like neither of us wants to go home, but no pressure, of course.
Sure. I could use a drink.
Oh God, I hope nothing happens to Deborah.
The best ones are.
She needs
Never?
friends and people she can talk to.
Of
Good
course
for her.
I've watched films, but no, I've never attended one. This is supposed to be appetizing?
So the guy who used to eat food through his butt.
That's not how it entered through my...
Is it appetizing now?
I know these aren't good for me, but...
Oh, shut up.
Story of my
Burger and
life.
fries is one of the greatest pleasures in life.
Yeah. Problem is, where would I go?
So who's...
Somewhere new.
So
Miss
much of
Pana
it
was
still
there.
feels connected to him. When we wanted Indian food, we go to India. We fly to Tokyo and back on a Wednesday night. Oh, one Christmas Eve, we even made a snowman at the North Pole.
Sounds like you two had a pretty amazing life together.
Just give them so many details away about a
You
spouse.
can still be angry. That's okay. God knows I am. She was the green ghost. Guess I just broke rule number 1 of SOS. Not that it matters now, since she got murdered by that alien psychopath.
I didn't know she had a partner.
We used to fight about that.
William, the old dog. And Mark, the old dog.
Oh my god, you had sex with Amber!
Whoa, what? William.
I want all the details.
How was Mr. Is this your stuff?
What are you talking about?
That hot guy from earlier. I came back and you had the sock on the door.
Oh. Ugh. I wish. I must have forgotten to take it off after my demonstration. Wait, you thought... Hey, I bet that's somebody ready for round 2. Coming, Ambers.
It's not Amber. We made plans for tomorrow night.
I bet you did.
Mark Grayson?
It's for you.
Mark Grayson, I need your help. I come with an important...
I know he just got away.
This dog isn't real. He's a comic book character.
In your dimension, yes. But there exists myriad other worlds where dogs and magic are as real as the air you breathe.
We have dogs.
So is
it's got to be the shape-shifting guy.
but how did he do the?
Who are you and what do you want?
Oh, I said puppy face. Is it? No.
I'm sorry. My disguise was meant to disarm you.
How do you know who I am?
Rumors of the one they call Invincible have spread like wildfire. Your speed, your strength. You're the only
That's
one
not
who
good.
can save our people from the meteor showers destroying our world.
Okay, listen.
Nualzad.
Nualzad.
How many bug people are in danger?
All of them.
But like a number.
42 billion.
Don't worry about your classes. I'll cover for you, somehow.
That's only what 6 times the Earth's population.
Why do you care so much?
Do we trust bug thing?
I want to. I feel like it's hard to
You can't
trust.
just go to some random planet
in
with
this
some
show.
random alien. Are you insane?
The Guardians can keep an eye on things while I'm gone.
You work for me here.
What if the Viltrumites come?
Look, a lot of people died because of me, Cecil. This is a chance to save lives. Billions of them.
And this is an order.
Your father felt the same way.
That's a bit below.
Douche.
But I'll check in when I get back.
God damn it, Mark. Fucking kid.
And?
Look up.
Mark?
I have to go away for a few weeks. To space again.
Like, right now?
A lot of people are gonna die if I don't. I'm sorry, but
No, stop. Don't apologize. Never apologize for saving lives. This is the deal, and I'm good with it. Go.
Oh, good for her.
Thanks. I love you.
Ah!
Yikes.
Gotta work on your timing, bro.
Space sucks.
Can you not just get out and, like, push it? If the other thing's, like, guiding him.
Debbie.
He's gone. Because...
Don't tell him.
Because he murdered Alana and the other Guardians and almost killed my son, too.
Your husband. Your husband's Omni-Man.
I thought he was Nolan Grayson, but that wasn't true.
You shouldn't come back to the group. Wouldn't be a safe space with you there.
I didn't know.
That's
I
alright,
didn't
nice.
know who he was.
You should have.
Oh, come on. Don't be a bumhole about this. I swear if they do the thing where he's the last shot of this part of the series, I'll be livid.
Invincible? Invincible? Huh. We're here.
Did he sleep the entire way? I don't know why I'm acting surprised I would do the same thing.
Yeah, me too. If I was in the void of space, I would sleep.
The ones that are killing billions?
Oh, yeah. Those meteors. You know, must be a touch of dementia. We age much quicker than you humans, you know. Don't worry. The Monarch will explain all.
Something to do with the Viltrumites, isn't it?
Are they there?
Uh-oh.
Hello, son. It's been a while.
What?
Dad?
I knew they were going to do something like that. I knew it. J.K. Simmons, the sausage.
I thought you had it. God, sorry. Oh dear. What?
There's no post-credit scene. There's sometimes post-credit scenes.
I mean, why? Is that a new planet that he's trying to take over? Is he trying to fix his mistake?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he's changed. There's a few questions coming from that. Is that if Alan was the Coalition's best shot?
They essentially used Alan as a way to find other allies.
But they developed him to be like a weapon against them.
Mm-hmm.
He was their best shot.
Yeah.
He didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't the 3 Viltrumites just destroy the rest of them? They were all sat in that little space caff.
Because.
Unless it's not a Coalition space caff, I suppose.
I do think that the leader of the Coalition of Planets, whatever it's called, is bad.
Yeah, I think he's a Viltrumite, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame. I like Peter Cullen.
Yeah, because it makes sense, because finding unique and different ways to infiltrate planets.
It said, didn't it, that their old ways of conquering planets wasn't quick enough.
No.
That's why they started sending one Viltrumite out to each planet.
Mm-hmm.
Be interesting to just bring them all together.
Yeah. I wonder how many planets, though.
It's also interesting, again, that the Viltrumites' main concern seemed to be that Nolan had produced an heir. A sire, that's what they said, not heir. I don't think Nolan's the king.
But why, though? Maybe it's because...
Is it going to make them stronger,
The
maybe?
Viltrumites are different, aren't they? Like, they get stronger as they get older, but they age slower as they get older, or something like that, isn't it? Maybe it is. Maybe Mark has the potential to be stronger than his dad because he's not pure.
There might be something as well as, like, you know how... I mean, I don't think they've ever mentioned inbreeding or anything like that, but if they're trying to keep bloodlines strong, you know, in most sort of scenarios and civilizations where that kind of ideology is used, inbreeding is sometimes part of it. What if that's something that's happening, and because of that, you know how when people say if you inbreed, the offspring tend to be not weak, like they tend to be a bit
loopy.
Yeah, loopy or
disfigured.
Maybe that's what's happening in Viltrumite. Maybe it's actually watering down the bloodline rather than strengthening it. So by choosing a sire, sorry, not an heir, that's
an heir to what?
Yeah, no, I don't think no. Well, apparently he's the king of whatever those ant people are.
Good for him. Yeah, maybe it's making him. Maybe it makes him stronger.
Makes him stronger, yeah. It's a shame about Alan. I liked Alan.
I know. I hope he comes back. I hope they figure it out and he comes back. He's stronger than what everyone thinks he is.
Yeah, it was actually quite cool the way they did it as well, because he didn't give them anything.
No, because he knew Mark was the best chance, didn't he?
And these are like the scariest people in the universe at this point. Unless, of course, there's something scarier than the Viltrumites.
Yeah, they're like the big bad. They're the big conquerors that are destroying planets and murdering
they're the
people.
things that everyone's scared of. And he just stood there and took an absolute... Well, it wasn't even just a death, it was torture, wasn't it? They tortured him.
So I'm beaten now. Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. He went out like a hero. So what happens in the next episode? Because this is the mid-season ending.
It's got to be... Well, you think he's good? I don't know.
I don't think he's good. I just don't think he's
He's not
loyal
after.
to Viltrum anymore. I don't think he's...
Yeah.
He's found a semblance of peace, maybe. But that's hopeful me. That was before I knew who Omni-Man was.
That was when you were looking for an explanation to why he was doing what he was doing. Maybe he has. Maybe, you know, him kind of... I don't know. Maybe Mark changed something in him. Seemed that way anyway. It's just interested in what... Because they're after him as well, not just Mark.
Yeah.
You assume it's probably just because he left his post and...
The thing is, there was an episode, the episode where Nolan was telling Mark where he was from. And he was talking about the Great Purge. And you know how there was like big piles of bodies and then there was only like a handful of Viltrumites kind of standing around. There was one or two who people were telling me were like you need to remember those ones. None of those three there, as far as I can remember, were any of the ones that I got told about.
Yeah, well, I imagine they're probably like...
Grunts. Maybe they track Nolan down.
And he wants Mark to help him.
Either that, or they just track him down. Because there's no telling that Nolan even knows that they're coming after him. Although you would think he would.
You think you would know enough about them to know that they would be after him. It's just Mark. It feels like Mark's not even ready for that because Mark couldn't even hold his own against Nolan. And yeah, it's his dad. And
that's putting it lightly. And
stuff, but he really. I mean, he got his backside handed to him. Let's be real. 3, even just grunts, as you say, I feel like would just be damn near impossible. He's not that level yet. He's not as old as them. He hasn't trained as hard as them.
But I will say something that we've both noticed over the course of this series is that Mark doesn't ever seem to fully like go for it.
It seems like he's more of just there to take the punches as opposed to dishing
like he
out.
doesn't hold back. You know how like you see, he does hold back. But when Omni-Man was killing the Guardians and when he was killing what, you know, Cecil was throwing at him, he didn't hold back. Maybe Mark needs to let go, show how strong he is.
Yeah, I think the reason he's not though is because he doesn't want to be. He's worried about what will happen if he does.
Yeah. Either way, I think we're going to get a revelation the next episode, and then we're going to have to wait for ages to see the end of it.
I wonder what. I just don't even know. Like what's going to happen? Where?
I think it's going to be a fight. I think it's either going to be a fight between Omni-Man and Mark, like Mark getting angry and throwing them around a little bit.
Yeah.
Or I think those 3 Viltrumites are going to find them. And it's either going to be Omni-Man defending Mark, or it's going to be both of them fighting them.
I think it'll be... Well, you'd think it'd be both of them. Even if he doesn't like him, he can kind of still understand.
Yeah.
Potentially is...
He hasn't done anything since he's been away, as well, as far as we know. But he does know that the Viltrumites are still out there conquering worlds.
Maybe like they make a deal. Like if Nolan agrees to give everything he knows about the Viltrumites, maybe he'll somewhat not forgive him, but kind of just let him be.
Yeah.
Let him do what he's doing.
Who knows? Who knows?
But then it's like, what would he even do with that information? Because it seems like the coalition of planets has been infiltrated by potentially, we assume, the Viltrumite. So where would he even go with that kind of information? Cecil? Seems like Cecil doesn't really trust him still.
Would Earth be the frontier on which the free planets fight against the Viltrumites, with Mark leading them?
He couldn't even fight one though. Couldn't even do anything against Nolan, never mind multiple. I feel like it would just be Mark and whoever fighting the Guardians of the Globe.
Yeah. But I guess we'll see. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Don't spoil anything. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to notify when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
As if they split it. When's the second half coming out?
Next year.
Yeah.
I don't know when next year. I don't know.
Alright, you'd think it would be soon. Earlier on the year, wouldn't you? You'd think anyway.
Who knows? I hope so. Is that it?
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
I need to know.